We've got blue skies and sunshine here today, folks. This is Andy McNamara, and welcome to the Axis Football League. Our game today features two evenly matched teams. Any small mistake could be the difference in the final score. We are moments away from what promises to be a close and exciting matchup. Let's get down to the field. The kick's away. He catches the kickoff. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. Let's see what DC does to start this drive. Dropping back. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. That will bring up second down. Second down and long. He fakes the handoff and tucks it on the QB keeper. And he is tackled. Loss of 4. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. He drops back into the pocket. Batted down and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. He'll field the punt. And down he goes. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Stokes hands it off. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That will bring up second down. Operating from under center. He steps back to pass. Finds a target. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. A dime set for the defense. Motion left. Stokes ready to throw. The pass is incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He punts it away. This punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see what DC does to start this drive. Steps into the pocket. Tosses one short. And he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. The handoff is made, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. That will bring up third down. It's a DC third down. QB back to pass. There's a flag on the play, and it's deflected down. Incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. They will accept the penalty. DC sets up here on first down. QB back to pass. Sheds off the first tackle. And the first score of the game goes to St. Louis. Let's see what they do next. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. The kickoff is caught. That's the end of that play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Makes the throw deep over the middle. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Stokes ready to throw. Throws it off to the left side. And it's knocked away by the defense. Third play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Go! He punts it away. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. And hike. He'll take the snap and look to run. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. That will push them back 3 yards. DC breaks the huddle and comes to the line. He'll give it away on the counter. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense comes in on third down. 8 yards to go. Makes the throw. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. He punts it away. He fields the punt. And the tackle is made. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Motion right. Stokes hands it off. He's finally taken down. Gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for the offense. He drops back. Stokes pulls the trigger. He is picked up and brought down. A huge gain by the offense. First down and goal for the offense. Stokes gives it away, and they fly into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. He boots it away. The kickoff is fielded. Broken tackle. That's the end of that play. Let's see what DC does to start this drive. The handoff is made. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Small gain on the play. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. Player in motion to the right. He hands it to the running back, and the defense brings him down. Loss of 4. It's a DC third down. Steps into the pocket. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. The punt is caught. He is picked up and brought down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Motion for the offense. Hike. Stokes hands it off. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 15. 1st and 10. He'll be back to pass. Stokes tosses it up, and it's deflected down. Incomplete. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Brown takes the handoff. He dodges away, and he is eventually brought down. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. St. Louis on top for now with a small lead. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Stokes back to pass. He makes the throw to the middle of the end zone, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. Double tight ends for the offense. Motion right. Stokes ready to throw. Makes the throw deep down the right side of the field. And it's dropped by the offense. Incomplete. Third down coming up for St. Louis. Stokes ready to throw. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. There's the kick. And it sails through. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick is off. He'll field the kickoff. And down he goes. Let's see what DC does to start this drive. He hands it to the runner. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. Gain of 1 on the play. Second play of the drive. He throws it deep to the center of the field. Batted down and incomplete. Third down for the offense. He'll be back to pass. Incomplete pass. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. The punt team makes its way up the line. He makes the punt. He catches the punt. And the tackle is made. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Stokes ready to throw. He's got a receiver streaking down the sideline. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Stokes back to pass. Throws this one along the sideline, just past the line of scrimmage. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 11. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Stokes back to pass. Play action fake. Batted down and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Stokes ready to throw. He finds a target up near the 40. He grabs it out of the air. He's put to the turf. It's a St. Louis first down. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. Steps into the pocket. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. The kickoff is caught. That's the end of that play. DC sets up here on first down. He drops back. Floats one. And he's hit right away and taken down. That's good for a gain of 4. Second down coming up for DC. Run to the right side. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That will go for about 8 yards. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. First down and 10 to go. He drops back to pass. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That will go for about 5 yards. Second down. 14 yards to go. A flag on the play. He'll be tackled near the 45. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. I think they're going to get the defense for offside here. They'll accept the penalty. DC breaks the huddle and comes to the line. Makes the handoff. And he'll be tackled near the line. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Go! Right side handoff. Shepard brings him to the ground. That will be good enough to move the chains. The offense will operate from the gun. Sets up the RPO and makes the throw out to the receiver. The ball is caught. Gain of 19. DC sets up here on first down. Go! Inside run. He's finally taken down. Gain of 15. First down and goal for the offense. DC sets up on first down. Hike. He gives it away. Touchdown, DC! It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. That will pull DC a bit closer. Here comes the kicking team. On the kickoff. He catches the kickoff. And he's brought to the turf. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Stokes ready to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Johnson on the reception. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 11. First down and picked off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Tosses a pass, and he snagged it. Touchdown, DC! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Go! It's up, and it's good. That will pull DC a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick's away. First down and 10 to go. Stokes back to pass. It's hauled down by Garrett. And he is tackled. Gain of 14 on the play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Stokes ready to throw. And he's immediately brought down. A huge gain by the offense. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Throws a pass. He makes the catch. And he is tackled. Gain of 18 on the play. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Steps into the pocket. The tackle is made. Gain of 16 on the play. First down and goal for the offense. Go! Stokes pulls the... And they score! Count it. St. Louis touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He kicks it deep. The kickoff is caught. He is picked up and brought down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. He drops back into the pocket. He throws one. He makes the reception. And down he goes. Gain of 4 on the play. A 2 tight end set for the offense. Tosses it. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's put to the turf. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Stokes ready to throw. And the ball is batted down. Second play of the drive. Stokes ready to throw. The ball is caught. And he's stopped up around the 20. St. Louis calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Good enough for a first down. First down and 10 to go. Stokes ready to throw. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. And out comes the field goal unit. The kick is up. And it sails through. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. He'll send this one deep. He catches the kickoff. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Let's see what DC does to start this drive. He drops back. And the tackle is made. That gets us to second down. The second quarter comes to an end. St. Louis with a commanding lead so far. The offense lines up to kick it off. He'll send this one deep. The kickoff is fielded. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion. Stokes ready to throw. Finds a target short along the sideline. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Second play of the drive. Makes the throw. And he's tackled. Gain of 9 on the play. First and 10. Stokes hands it off. The defense is finally able to bring him down. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10. The receiver goes into motion. Brown takes the handoff, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. That will bring up second down. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs.
Go!
Brown receives the handoff. The tackle is made. Small loss on the play. St. Louis sets up on third down. Stokes back to pass. It is caught, and he's tackled right away. Gain of 19. First and 10 for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Tosses one short over to the left side of the field. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. He steps back to pass. Makes the throw short to the sideline. And he'll be pulled down immediately. They'll pick up a couple yards here. The offense comes in on third down. 2 yards to go. The receiver goes into motion. QB back to pass. And it is complete to Garrett. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 14 on the play. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Brown takes the handoff. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. That gets us to second down. 10th play of the drive. Stokes ready to throw. He throws it into the end zone. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. St. Louis sets up on third down. Stokes ready to throw. Johnson on the reception. And he's immediately brought down. That will be good for about 6. The offense sets up with 2 backs. Delayed handoff. And he scores! They'll opt for the single point attempt here. It's up. And it's good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. He sends it off. He'll field the kickoff. And the defender got him down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He finds a target running deep down the sideline. Wrestles him to the ground. Tackled by Kennedy. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. First down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. He throws it into the end zone. A touchdown for the district. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. That will pull DC a bit closer. The kicking team set up to boot it away. The kick sails deep. He fields the kickoff. And he's tackled. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Stokes hands it off. And he got him. Tackle by Riley. It's a St. Louis first down. First and 10 for the offense.
Go!
He throws it off to the right side. Catches that deep throw. And he got him. Tackle by Riley. First down, St. Louis. A single back set for the offense.
Tonight.
Stokes gives it away. And he's tackled here. That will bring up second down. A two-back set for the offense. Stokes back to pass. Makes the throw over to the left side. And the pass falls to the ground. St. Louis sets up on third down. Stokes tosses it up, and it's deflected down. Incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Hike.
He makes the punt. This punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see what DC does to start this drive.
Go.
He drops back. He tosses one short to the sideline. And the tackle is made. Gain of 11. DC breaks the huddle and comes to the line. He steps back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. And he inhales that pass. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That will be a DC first down. DC breaks the huddle and comes to the line. The third quarter comes to a close. St. Louis with a commanding lead so far. First down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. He tosses one short over the middle of the field. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense.
Hike.
He's got a receiver deep with multiple defenders nearby. Gets underneath the ball and brings it in. Tackle made by Shepard. They covered a lot of ground on that play. The offense sets up in shotgun. The QB gives it away on a draw. And the tackle is made. That will bring up second down. Second down coming up for DC. He drops back into the pocket. He throws one down by the 10-yard line. And he's in for the score. The offense sets up to go for two. He drops back into the pocket. And they're unable to convert the two-point try. That will pull DC a bit closer. Lining up for the kickoff. He sends it off. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25.
Go.
Stokes back to pass. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And down he goes. Short gain of 2. Second play of the drive.
Go.
Stokes hands it off. And down he goes. Gain of 11. First and 10 for the offense. Brown takes the handoff. And the tackle is made. That will go for about 5 yards. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs.
Hike.
Makes the throw. And he's forced out near the 45-yard line. Gain of 13. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Stokes back to pass. Makes the throw over to the left side. Tipped away and incomplete. sixth play of the drive.
Go!
Stokes back to pass. Lobs one into the air, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the offense.
Sit hut.
He tosses it off to the left side of the field. Incomplete pass. The offense sets up to punt one away. He punts it away. And the punt falls out of bounds. The offense will look to get things going from the 25.
Hike.
Hand off to the right side, and he's brought down before making it too far. That will bring up 2nd down. 2nd down coming up for DC. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. The defense lines up for another 3rd down. They've executed well so far here today. Motion left. He drops back into the pocket. He makes the reception. And the defender got him down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. 1st and 10 for the offense. Delayed handoff. And down he goes. That's good for about 7 yards. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. He'll fake the handoff and keep it himself. He's not going any further. That will push them back 3 yards. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on 3rd downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. Sets up the RPO and makes the throw out to the receiver. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That's good for a gain of 4. The kicking team lines up for a long field goal attempt. The kick is up. And it's good. That will pull DC a bit closer. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it away. The offense will start things off from the 25. Stokes hands it off. Ripped to the ground. That'll go for 9 yards. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. 2nd and short for the offense. Stokes gives it away. He's put to the turf. And DC calling a timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. That's good for about 7 yards. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. They'll send a player in motion.
Go!
Stokes back to pass. Throws the ball. He safely steps out of bounds. Small gain on the play. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on 2nd down. Stokes hands it off. Hill with the tackle. Wrestles him to the ground. And DC calling a timeout here. They will have 1 remaining timeout. Loss of 4. 3rd down coming up for St. Louis. Player in motion to the left.
Hike!
Makes the throw at the sideline. And the defender got him down. And DC calling a timeout here. That will be their last timeout. A nice pickup there by the offense. 1st down and 10 to go. Stokes ready to throw. Tosses it off to the right side of the field. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 12 on the play. 1st and 10. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. The offense sets up under center. And he takes a knee. A 2 tight end set for the offense. All right, folks, that brings things to an end for us today. For everyone at Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye until next time.